Hello and good morning everyone. This is Shaurya from Market Times TV and today we will discuss what's happening in the global financial markets as well as in the commodities market. If we start with the markets, then all the markets across the world are trading in red. Yesterday, US markets closed with decline and today, Asian markets are following the trend and all are trading in red. However, Indian markets are quite flat but they are in up, down, but we can say they're mostly flat. So if we talk about the biggest factor right now, that is US-China trade deal might be delayed till next year. And this doesn't play well with the market, as after this we saw a fall in the US markets. And if we talk about the rates, then yesterday US markets ended with a huge decline. Dow Jones fell by more than 100 points or 0.4%, while S&P 500 also fell by 0.38% and Nasdaq fell by 0.51%. Now if we come to Asian markets, then market of Japan, Nikkei is down by 0.83%. Chinese market Shanghai is down by 0.39%. Hong Kong market HSI is down by 1.64%. Australian market is down by 0.7% and Korean market is down by 1.29%. So if we talk about the markets right now, we can say it's all negative. Now let's move to the biggest factors right now, and they are the political tensions. Since past some time, it was expected that the trade deal are going quite well. In fact, it went to a stage where global financial institutions have become a beat for the economy in the coming time, but it was based on the hope that US-China will come up with the deal. Now the things seem to have taken turn for the worse, and there are two news related to this front. In one news, Reuters have reported that US-China trade deal may not be signed in 2019 as China is pushing for rollback of tariff, which Trump denied to do currently. Instead, he warned that if deal is not signed soon, then he will impose additional tariffs on China, and it won't be surprising if he actually does that. So that caused a lot of tension in the market, and which has started on the factoring that there is a trade deal. Hence, as there is a delay in the trade deal and tensions have emerged, things are not going well with the global markets. Still, there is a hope that trade deal may be signed and it won't completely blown off, and something might happen before 15 December. That's the day when Trump will fire on China and impose additional tariff. So all this sends stock markets down, and safe haven like dollar, gold, yen, government bonds went up. In other news, US passed a bill that supported protests in Hong Kong. The Congress has passed the bill with a huge support, and now it's up to Donald Trump to reject it or make it a law. Making it a law will create a lot more tensions with China, as they already showed their dismay over this bill, and Foreign Ministry of China has asked US to not interfere in the Hong Kong matter. Under the bill, special status of Hong Kong will be renewed annually, and while sanctions will be imposed on those officials which are involved in human rights violation and who are involved in subduing autonomy of the financial hub of Asia, the Hong Kong. And as per Bloomberg's report, Donald Trump is actually expected to sign the deal. Now, all this will further add the tensions between both the parties, and that can lead to a new round of retaliatory actions from both the front, which will lead to spillover effect in global economy and market. And if we talk about impeachment process, then Trump got a serious blow in impeachment hearing, as Gordon Sondland stated that there was quid pro quo between US and Ukraine, and through Rudy Giuliani, message was passed to Ukraine that they conduct an investigation which will help Trump politically and conduct an investigation against Joe Biden, which can be the main rival of Donald Trump in 2020 elections. And it was said he had to do this if he wanted to meet Donald Trump. However, it was also added that Gordon Sondland have never heard himself Trump saying anything related to military aid or visit to White House by the Hong Kong president. So that can be beneficial to Trump, but all this can be stated that this went against the Trump and this also had negative impact in the market. So after this, if we are talking about the gold prices, then gold prices are quite steady because they are waiting for more signal of trade deal, but still we can say they have some positive support. Now if we talk about oil prices yesterday rose quite sharply at night when there was a rise in crude inventories and there was some tensions in the Middle East countries, but now they have fallen again on the US-China trade talks. And if we talk about currencies right now, then emerging currencies are trading down while dollar is bit down, but yen of Japan has actually risen up, and dollar can be said to weaken slightly against the euro, but he is said to be steady against the pound. So all these we can say that commodities market and currencies market, everything is reacting to the news in a negative way, while safe haven buying is being witnessed in even the bond and other things. Now if we talk about base metals, even base metals are trading in decline as they also follow the global economy. So with all this we can say things are not looking great from here ahead, but if something positive happens and we can finally get a good news on trade deal, then things might take a turn for good. So if you like this video, click on like button, don't forget to subscribe the channels, and for more news related to commodities and stock market, stay with Market Times TV.
आपको अगर हमारा वीडियो पसंद आया है तो इसे लाइक करें, साथ ही YouTube चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और मोर अपडेट्स जानने के लिए बेल आइकन को दबाना ना भूलें।